I've spoken to 50 founders, coaches, and partners in professional services firms in the last few months about our AI platform, and I've learned something uncomfortable. Almost everything just completely missing the point. Here's what's happened. I describe the benefits and the problems we fix. Build your personal brand, keep your profile active and visible, save you time with automated content to help you network strategically. It's all very logical, very B2B, very boring. And then I'd ask them why they actually wanted to buy. And the answers were never about those benefits. They'd say things like, I feel guilty every week that I'm not posting. I'm worried my competitors are more visible than me. I hate feeling like I'm shouting into the void. I'm embarrassed when prospects look me up on LinkedIn and find nothing. And that's when I remembered. People don't buy on logic. They buy on emotion and justify with logic, even in B2B, especially in B2B. And I'd be marketing to the justification, not the decision. So this video is for anyone who has to promote their B2B business, whether you're selling software, professional services, consulting, or technical solutions. Particularly, I'd say, if you're in a serious industry like law, accounting, cybersecurity, or engineering, where we think we need to be buttoned up and professional. And I know what you're thinking. The emotional stuff, that's for consumer marketing. B2B is different. We have committees, procurement processes, ROI models, long sales cycles. It's very rational. But here's the truth. The emotional layer still drives momentum in B2B. It's just hidden behind spreadsheets and slide decks. Logic provides the business case and helps with approvals, but emotion determines which vendor gets favored in the first place. Right now, your marketing is probably talking about features and benefits whilst your prospects are lying awake at night worrying about something completely different. Let me give you some examples from those 50 conversations that completely changed how I think about our marketing. First example, let me call him the invisible expert. I'm talking to a consultant who's been in business for 15 years, brilliant at what he does, happy clients. But he tells me, I'm terrified that when prospects look me up on LinkedIn, they'll think I'm not credible because I'm not visible online. My competitors are everywhere, and I look like I don't exist. So now our website talked about developing your personal brand and keeping your profile active and visible, very logical. But what he's really buying is relief from that fear of being overlooked. He's buying the confidence to show up in conversations, knowing his prospects have already seen his expertise. The second example I'll call the guilty founder. So it's another conversation with a founder who says, every Monday morning I tell myself I'm going to post on LinkedIn this week, and every Friday I realize I haven't. I feel like I'm letting my business down. So our website talks about time-saving automated content and consistent brand image. But what she's really buying is freedom from that weekly guilt. She's buying the relief of knowing it's handled and the pride of seeing her content out there, representing her properly. And finally, there's the business coach who says, I know I need to message my connections, but I'm terrified of being spammy. What if I send something to the wrong person? What if an automated tool messages a client inappropriately? I'd rather do nothing than damage relationships. Again, our website was talking about direct engagement and personalized messages to your connections. But what this person was really buying is the confidence that they won't embarrass themselves or damage their reputation. They're buying peace of mind that there's human oversight protecting them from automation disasters. These are emotional decisions dressed up in logical language, and my marketing was completely missing it. So let me break down why emotion drives B2B decisions and what you should do about it in your marketing. Number one on the list is why emotion matters in B2B, and I'd argue it matters even more than in B2C. In B2B, the personal stakes are actually higher than consumer purchases. And someone buys the wrong software or chooses the wrong consultant. It doesn't just cost money, it can damage their reputation inside the company, derail their projects, it can hurt their career. That creates powerful emotional drivers, trust and risk comfort. Buyers lean towards vendors who make them feel safe. No one wants to be the person who championed a solution that failed. They're not just buying your service, they're buying protection for their professional reputation, confidence in the team. Even when products look similar, buyers choose the group they feel will support them, respond quickly, and make their job easier. They're buying the feeling that they won't be left alone when things get difficult. Then there's internal politics. Champions support solutions that align with their own goals, visibility, or career path. They're buying something that makes them look good internally. And of course, there's fear of change. A technically superior option can lose because the group feels uneasy about switching or fears implementation pain. They're buying reassurance that this won't be a nightmare. Logic still matters. It provides the business case, helps with approvals, and protects the buyer. But the emotional drivers determine which vendor get into the consideration set and which one they're rooting for. Second on the list, the emotions your prospects are actually feeling. Stop thinking about your features and benefits for a moment. Think about what your prospects are actually experiencing. Fear of making the wrong choice, fear of being invisible to their market, fear of wasting money, fear of looking stupid, fear of being left behind by competitors, frustration with current solutions that don't work, frustration with their own inconsistency, frustration with the time everything takes, guilt about not doing what they know they should be doing, guilt about letting their business down, guilt about not being visible enough. And then there's the positive emotions they're seeking. Relief from all of the above, confidence in their decisions and their public presence, pride in what they're putting out there. These are the emotions driving decisions. Your logical benefits aren't just the justification they use, after they've already decided emotionally. Number 3, you don't need to become a consumer brand with flashy campaigns. You just need to acknowledge the emotional reality behind the logical need. Let me give you some examples. If you're an accounting firm, instead of saying we provide comprehensive tax planning and compliance services, try this. Sleep better knowing HMRC won't be calling. We handle the complexity, so you can stop worrying about what you might have missed. The logical version talks about services. The emotional version acknowledges the fear of getting it wrong and the relief they're seeking. If you're a cybersecurity company, instead of enterprise-grade threat detection and response platform, try stop imagining the board meeting where you have to explain a data breach. We protect your reputation as much as your data. Logical version lists capabilities. Emotional version speaks to the nightmare scenario keeping them awake at night. Let's say you're an HR SaaS company. Instead of streamlined onboarding workflows and employee management tools, try end the chaos of new starter day. No more frantic emails, forgotten equipment, or new employees wondering if joining was a mistake. The logical version describes features. The emotional version acknowledges the embarrassment and stress of onboarding going wrong. See the difference? You're still professional, you're still credible, but you're acknowledging the human reality behind the business need. Next up, I want to talk about putting this through into your sales conversations. Obviously stop leading with features, and by now start by understanding their emotional reality. Ask questions like, what's the hardest part of your current situation? How does that make you feel? What would relief look like for you? Then show how your solution addresses that emotional need and give them the logical justification they need to defend the decision. Next on the list is about balancing these things. That means emotion to decide, logic to justify. Great B2B marketing does both. Lead with the emotional truth, acknowledge what they're actually feeling, then provide the logical framework, give them the business case they need. Show proof, demonstrate that others have felt the same way and succeeded, and make it easy. Remove friction from the decision. Your prospects will make the decision emotionally in the first few seconds. Everything after that is just helping them justify it to themselves and others. Number 6 on my list is really to test it, an instruction, a request to test your own marketing right now. Look at your own website, your LinkedIn profile, your sales materials, and ask yourself, does this acknowledge how my prospects actually feel? Or does it just list benefits and features? Would someone read this and think, they get me? Or would they think, that's nice, but so what? If your marketing is all logic and no emotion, you're making it harder for people to buy from you, even when you're the best solution. The bottom line, B2B buyers are still humans. They feel fear, guilt, frustration, and the desire for relief and confidence. Your marketing needs to speak to those emotions first, then give them the logic they need to justify the decision they've already made emotionally. So here's what I want you to do. If you realise that your marketing might be too logical and missing the emotional drivers, I'd love you to try something. We've built Maestro specifically for B2B companies who know they need to be visible on LinkedIn, but feel all those emotions we've talked about. The guilt, the fear of looking stupid, the worry about being spammy. Go to www.themaestro.com/try and we'll send you 7 posts in 7 days. The AI will try to understand the problems you fix and the value you create. But remember, it's a robot. So give it some feedback. Tell it what sounds like you and what doesn't. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Using technology to handle the heavy lifting, but making keeping the human element that makes it authentic and credible. Try it out. See if it helps you show up consistently without the guilt. And if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. That's it from me. Has this been helpful? Let me know what you think about emotion versus logic in B2B marketing.